I have always believed the road to excess leads to the palace of wisdom. I got it bent all the way over here.
Please make your voice be heard.
And I'm leaving society to move out to the country and smoke crystal meth with rednecks.
Maybe you have a different opinion than us. Maybe we're completely wrong, and you are the one lone person in the world that is right.
That's why you're here tonight. Eventually, me and Dave Jarvis are going to Hollywood.
But guess what? Some of us are actually pretty friendly.
Yeah, but most of us suck.
Fine, upstanding young man. Fine, upstanding young man.
Smoke weed. Blow your brains out every Wednesday night. You too can participate in the Blow Your Brains Out television show right here in the chats. When you comment on Facebook or YouTube, we're going to pull it right up here. We're also on Twitch, if anybody didn't know. So if you comment there, we will pull it up here and we'll all have a good time together, and we'll allow you to ask any questions to the bands that you would like and all of that good, fun stuff. All right. Well, on the, let's see, how does this work? You would think we'd have a fucking engineer who knows what the fuck they're doing. Fuck you, people. With the Ides of March in the rear and the April Fools firmly here, I have a lot of goddamn things to say, but nothing more important than thank you very much, Ariel of Against All Odds. And of course, Dave motherfucking Jarvis. I love you both.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here every Wednesday night and doing this. Love you.
Love you.
Yes, sir. All right. I don't want to sound like a killjoy, but because this is not to my taste, I don't think anyone else should be allowed to enjoy it. Hello, Brainiacs. This is your weekly dose of spelling diarrhea in that hoity-toity European way. Look at us, motherfuckers. It's the show that's not wise enough to lead, but too wise to follow. I don't know about you guys, but I woke up this morning and my neck was stiffer than the drink in my hand. I know one of you is responsible for this, so repeat after me. If I withhold the truth, may I go straight to hell, where I will eat naught but burning hot coals and drink naught but burning hot cola. But anyway, I got my COVID test today. It said 50. I don't know what that means, but I also got my IQ test back. Came back positive. It's odd. I could have swore I had game. No, but seriously, I used to date an English teacher, but she dumped me for improper use of the colon. Heyo. But you know what they say? It's a sin to put it in, but it's a shame to pull it out. Or as Alfred Hitchcock once said, always make your audience suffer as much as possible. And here is today's clickbait. On this date in 1860, what is believed to be the world's oldest recording was made by French inventor Edouard Martinville when he recorded a young lady believed to be his daughter singing Au clair de la lune. This is really cool. The song was captured on a phonautograph, a device that engraved sound waves into a sheet of paper blackened by the smoke of an oil lamp. The event took place 17 years before Thomas Edison invented the phonograph. And here we are, 165 years later, burning the midnight oil and probably getting tuberculosis. In local news, 2 armed men broke into the Walgreens at the corner of New York and Green Oaks, gained access to the keys, and stole all the Viagra. The police put out an APB for the 2 hardened criminals. Also tonight is Luca's big return to Dallas since that god-awful trade a few months back. I hope he makes them eat a shit sandwich. That would be funny. With that, please welcome to the stage, please welcome Los Mocos Locos. Welcome, gentlemen, to the fun. All right. All right, everybody. First things first, the name. So I gotta wonder about you snot rockets. All right, so what happened? Were y'all watching the Booger Collection episode of Ren and Stimpy on the Spanish language channel?
Well, I think you gotta go to Mr. Mike.
Mr. Mike.
Mikey.
So okay.
Moco
No,
Mike.
actually,
Moco Mike, yeah.
actually, I gotta give credit to a friend of mine back home in California. He actually came up with it. And he was like, fucking be a badass name for a punk band. And I was like, oh, you're fucking right. And so that's the true story of where it came from.
I love it. It's awesome.
That's the first time you ever told me that story.
We're all learning today.
Yeah, me too.
Hello, Jared. Happy Wednesday.
All right, so
Blow your brains out.
happy Wednesday, Jared. So for anybody that is interested, check out Los Mocos Locos. Their first single, Jinxed, is available now on Spotify. Their YouTube channel is filling up fast, and they are friends of this show because y'all have played with our good friends, the 2 Watts and Hotcake Hand Grenade. So y'all are in good company.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Great bands.
Yes.
for sure.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. And very nice people as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Down to earth.
I'm still kind of hung up on the 1860 pornograph.
Oh, yes. The phonograph. I know, right? Burning
The
sound waves
phonograph?
into a sheet of it. Damn right. It was dirty.
Damn,
That's how they got down.
that's fucking
1860s
badass.
porn, man. Showing some
Damn.
ankle and everything.
After that, was it the jack-off-graph? Or how did that work?
That's awesome. All right, so gentlemen, how is everything going on in the most locoest of mocos?
Everything's going pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now we're not currently playing shows, but we are looking to play a show. Hopefully soon. But right now we're actually currently in the works of pretty much recording and actually putting out our first demo album.
Yes.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
we're
Badass. Yo.
Was that a devil album or a double album?
just one.
Sainting.
A little so.
Yeah, these past months we've been recording and refining songs, just going through stuff, fine tooth comb, and yeah. So with some new songs too coming out, so whenever we play live again, whenever that time comes, it's gonna be pretty epic and fun, lots of energy. Should be good. And by the way, I do apologize for my voice. I got some allergies going on.
Oh, it's okay. We're all sick motherfuckers around here.
Yeah, I went to my doctor.
SMF.
Well, my doctor told me I had OCD. I'm one cool dude, just to let you know.
Goddamn right. Yeah.
I'm loving all these little jokes that I normally tell, and people are like, "You're not funny, Ariel." I'm like, "Well, that joke."
Just
Nice.
gotta roll with it,
Literally.
Are y'all recording in-house or you outsourcing it?
Mr. Richard has to answer that one.
Yeah, we've just been recording inside the studio using a Zoom H8 and breaking it down, learning how to do it.
Also experimenting with different ways to do it, like different plugins. Laptops have come a long way with their technology, like all software, recording software. It's pretty cool.
I spent the last couple weeks learning how to play bass, so that's been pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah. It's been a pleasure.
How you gonna do it if you play a gig?
I figure one day when I grow up, I might be able to. I don't know.
As long as you can wing it, bro.
On
Hey,
stage?
if Nikki Sixx can do it, I can do it too.
Hell
Good
yeah.
point. Slam that point home.
You keep telling yourself that.
On the recordings,
Hell yeah.
it's gonna be somebody else playing. But yeah.
So are y'all waiting until the album's finished before y'all hit the road again, or is it just you hit a dry spell?
Pretty
I'd say-
much, right now, like the whole point of this band is like we're not in it to make money. So like we do this because it's fun.
Is anybody?
It's it's something we do on our spare time. We love to play music in general, and pretty much we just want to make music for everybody to enjoy. Whether it's adults, whether it's new generation coming out there. We're just making music just to share with the whole world. That's it. Whether we play shows or not, it don't matter. Like we do plan on playing shows here upcoming, but like I said, it's just for fun. We don't look to really do any tours or really make money out of it. We're just doing it for everybody to enjoy.
All right, so here's your Facebook. I'm going to put the link in the chat.
Yeah, link in the bio. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of fucked up because I'd like to make money.
So one guy wants to make money.
Man, what the fuck? I'm in the wrong band.
We didn't talk about that, Richard. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry,
shit.
Richard.
Should we do it on air?
Where'd he go? I think he left, guys.
Well, I happen to know certain tribute bands around town usually make between $1,700 to $2,400 a night. Are you willing to play other people's songs?
No.
No, not anymore. I played in a tribute band before. I'm not really down to do it again.
I think that's what jukeboxes are for. Just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, tell us about this tribute band.
Fantastic line.
What is it?
Who did you used to play with?
What was it?
It was an Alice in Chains
Yeah,
tribute band. We were called Sea of Sorrow. Was, I guess, 2009, 2010-ish. I don't know. It was 2000 a long fucking time ago. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. I actually played rhythm guitar in it. So, good times.
Did you have to
Never
dress the
made
part?
$1,700, but
Yeah.
we did some pretty cool gigs. Got to play the morning show in the Eagle. That was pretty.
Nice.
That was pretty fucking rocking. Pretty much everybody in DFW had to tolerate us for a couple songs. And
Was that Cindy Skull?
it was Cindy and Robert.
Oh,
that was
Robert.
Way
Robert
back.
Miguel.
You got it.
Cindy
Man.
Skull.
She's a tall lady.
She is.
The
Totally
soul
cool,
maker.
man. Down to earth person though. She's awesome.
Yeah.
Same with Robert. Good people.
I met Cindy once at a BFD show. She was real cool.
Yeah, there you go.
Just towered over me though, because I'm like 5'0".
Yeah, I'm
It
6'2".
was hard to hold
So
a conversation with her. She was like, "Oh, you're so little and cute," and I was like, "Oh, little and cute." Every girl's dream to be called little and cute.
man, what do I look like, a fucking 2-year-old?
I know.
Oh, I
You
miss
probably did to
Cindy
her.
Skull and Debbie Sexton.
Debbie Sexton. I like Debbie. Debbie was cool.
Did
Very
Debbie
cool.
like you?
Debbie was actually very cool. Not that Cindy wasn't, but
They
Debbie's
still-
a metalhead.
Right. Does Cindy still work at the Eagle?
I don't know.
I think it's a Cumulus Corporation or something, but not that I know of. Like Ben and Skin are still over there, and You know, I'm sure what happened was the Mavericks wanted to, you know, do a deal with them to have their games on the air. And they said, but you got to do music. You can't be this all day jacking off bullshit.
Yeah, then you trade Luca, and well, you fuck up everything.
Dude, sports games are the only reason people listen to the radio anymore. Anyway, we have the internet. People, come on.
Ticket.
Absolutely.
Love the ticket. 13 days.
The ticket.
Stick it up your
All right.
tailpipe.
So what?
Yeah.
What is the plan? What is the plan for this year for Locos? Do y'all have anything set in stone? No, y'all don't have any gigs on the books, but y'all have like an ETA for when you plan on getting this album done?
Well,
That would be a Richard question.
This year sometime.
Dude, that was a mind melt. Say that again, all at the same time again.
That's fucked up.
No, that was great. Okay, go ahead, somebody.
Well, hell, I don't know.
How about that?
Oh, that would be a Scotty or Dick question.
Well, I tell you what. How about some Dick Wood?
It's good for everybody. So we've got, 9 songs recorded. Really, they just need to be mixed, and I think we could pretty much send them out at that point.
Are you going to do it all at once or do like one at a time?
That's a really good question. I think that in our situation, probably one at a time.
Yeah.
It would make more sense.
Yeah, because you could do hype for one and then the next one and then the next one. It just kind of builds momentum. I mean, I know y'all aren't looking to make money or maybe even make it big, but if you have material.
Hey, if I make $5, I'm happy.
It's a lot of streams.
Maybe one day. I've only been a musician for 30 fucking years, so yeah, we'll get all that mixed down to send it out. I don't know. I'm just really interested in playing shows right now, getting back out there and having fun.
Is there a Dallas venue that you guys really want to play at?
Freeze is always cool, but we played a gig at the Cicada in Fort Worth, and I thought that place was really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cicada was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I love that place.
It was
Plus,
the people there are really great.
Plus, when you're on vocals, the skeleton, the mouth moves. So like that was actually pretty fucking sick.
That's cool.
That skeleton was like 17 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
What? Whose skeleton is this?
It was part of the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Really?
part of the stage.
Oh
yeah,
my
it's
God.
pretty awesome.
Halloween, though, when we played there.
There was like a psycho clown, remember? Because it was around Halloween time, and they had a costume contest. And
Oh yeah.
What was that kind of clown? What was his name from that movie?
Pennywise.
No, it wasn't that one.
Is it the one with the black
Ronald McDonald.
white face?
Mike saw it.
Oh gosh, I'm trying to think of it. I just
Was
watched
it Art the Clown?
No, dude, it was that movie.
That movie that you just watched and were telling us about.
Yeah, and he's all like, "Man, I gotta."
Yeah, from Terrifier.
Yeah, that one.
That's it.
Yeah, that Art the Clown.
Yeah.
So that
Art
guy
Clown.
walked in.
That was a really good movie.
Yeah. So this guy walks in and he's all like, "Hey, do y'all like clowns?" He's asking everybody. They even asked him to like leave, but when the costume contest was going on, he actually won. He wasn't there. I was like, damn.
Man, that's fucked up.
While we're talking
for that
shit,
guy.
a hedonistic punk Vato snuck in. Y'all say hi to Renee.
Yo.
What up, Ray?
Hello, everybody.
And
Ooh, your voice is like silk.
Smooth.
Oh yeah, I'm using a good mic.
Nice.
As opposed to no
You
mic.
sound like what? You sound like what I would imagine my coffee sounds like.
I got my
Yeah.
official
Drink
dank
me.
koozie so I can drink some brewskis after a long day of work.
Oh, nice. Did it fall off a truck?
Thanks for the invite for the show. I love this show, guys. I try to tune in as much as possible and, be active on chats and stuff like that. And I especially dig the radio at the end of the show because sometimes I just jam on it while I'm doing chores and stuff.
Sweet.
We love you too,
Thanks,
Ray.
Ray.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for stopping by, Ray. We appreciate you, man. Thanks for supporting our special guest interview. Every week you're here supporting Blow Your Brains Out. Everybody get out Saturday, April 19th to the Dead Dog Barn to check out Renee's band, Hedonistic Punk Vatos, Iron Mang, Jess Exteen, and then Thin White Line. Oh, sweet sensation.
That'd be a dope show.
Yeah, it's a good show, man. It's
Sounds
a good
like a
little
party.
lineup.
It's a killer show, man. That's
Variety of
underground.
stuff. Sweet Sensation are like really groovy. Yeah, man.
They're really
Totally
moody.
underground. I haven't
I
played.
feel
We haven't
kinda
played with
inferior now.
Jess 16, but I've been looking forward to just checking them out.
Jess Exteen and the Queens of Chaos.
I think the best part about playing shows is being able to watch the other artists play as well.
Yeah, it's fun.
I know Against All Odds kicked ass at Dead Dog Barn.
Yeah, we did. That was fun. And there was a poll in the middle. So
Yeah.
Heed the warning. The poll is there. It is present.
Holy shit.
We've played there a few times. You guys do the Behind the Red Car show?
Not yet. We want to.
Yeah, definitely get behind the red car.
We just did one about a month ago.
We're so he's gonna announce it later, but I guess I could do it now. So we're not losing Ben, but Ben's moving back to Detroit. So our April 19th show will probably be our last show in Texas for quite some time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boo.
So it's gonna take some adjustment, but we're hoping that'll be our big push to start going up north and east and meet halfway in other states. So
The
Damn.
sadness washes over us.
Kick-ass music.
It's fucking sad.
I know.
Debbie Downer came in.
Sorry. I was gonna announce at the end, but that was like a good,
I'm ready to
segue.
blow my brains out.
Well,
I'm gonna
everything works out for the way it's supposed to, and you have the time and the ability to pursue this at whatever level you choose. So I'm sure it will work out one way or the other.
It's gonna be fine, guys. It's gonna be fine. I'll work on content creation, which I hate, but whatever.
Speaking of content creation, Los Mocos Locos, y'all have a YouTube channel that y'all are building up. Are y'all filming any music videos as we speak?
Ooh, big question.
We never thought
Well,
about it.
I have my OnlyFans up, but I just don't have any followers. So
That's easy filming, though.
Yeah, that kind of fucking sucks.
Showing off your feet.
Hey, at this point, I'll show off anything. No, we don't have any videos or anything coming out. But that is a good idea. It's something for us to do. But I think we probably should play a show and make a live video.
Yeah, we should. That's a good idea.
All right, count me in.
That is a good idea. What venue should you film at?
I did find a YouTube channel, Dave, for Los Mocos Locos. Pulling it up
Did
right
you
now.
know?
See, it doesn't look like it's a DistroKid page. DistroKid page usually says topic.
Damn.
So
we've been exposed.
This is a band page right here.
That's right.
Looks like there's some
Shucky
music.
ducky.
Music to enjoy. Punky Love, Mow
Yeah.
you
That's
down.
awesome because I think it's music 28 right now.
Mow you down.
Oh gosh.
Scotty, you want to tell them what this song's about?
Oh
Going to
yeah,
church.
when it's done.
I can use my interpretive imagination.
Yeah, let's look for context clues.
It's really about mowing your front yard.
Is it really?
No.
I mean, people write songs about things all the time.
That would be kind of cool, though. I feel inspired to write new music now.
Do it.
Mow your grass.
Well, I wrote that
Mow
song.
you
I
down.
like it.
Yeah, I wrote that song.
Nice.
Pertaining mostly to just getting over an obstacle that you're too scared to face. So, and also I figured out in the end, I was like, well, this sounds pretty cool. I mean, you want to use it for like a workout song or to get up in the morning or, face some kind of problem. There it is. So, yeah.
I thought it was about mowing people down with a machine gun.
Well, I guess that's the artistic.
It's not. I mean, I was thinking alcohol.
Yeah, what is everybody's interpretation?
Cocaine and AK-47s, bitches.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you got to do what you got to do.
Oh, did I have the wrong interpretation?
No, I mean it's art.
I'm pretty sure that would mow you down.
Yeah, it's art.
I figured it was a mohawk without any gel, just like down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Take that one with you. Well, either way, you've embiggened your position with a perfectly cromulent performance. Congrats.
Thank you.
Words.
Yes.
Those are nice words.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Dug it.
Several of them are not actual words, but you're very welcome.
You guys,
I'm here to
should do some
educate
shows
and
here.
inform. You got
We should
shows?
what? Do some
So
Novocaine?
you got Los Mocos Locos and Hedonistic Punk Vatos. Look like it's meant to be.
Right.
Down.
We'll play with anybody,
Sounds like a
man.
fun one.
And we've been fortunate enough to play with a lot of really cool people, man.
Trying to think who else would go on that show. Maybe Puerto Rico.
Well, definitely Hot Cake Hand Grenade.
Boom.
Those guys are so badass.
Those guys-
They
Yeah,
really
they were really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of
Rally's a good dude.
I think we've played with them twice now.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, I believe
and
we
then,
had.
we should get-
I believe we played with them over at Growl.
Yeah, that was fun.
But yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
we should also get Worm Suicide on that bill.
That would be fun.
I mean,
They're trying
I
to
know
take
they're
my
from Austin, but you know, we try to incorporate bands from out of town, bands from in town, smush them all together, feel them all around.
Hell
Do
yeah.
the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around.
Hey,
That's
can I
right.
say something?
That's what it's all about.
Like,
Yeah.
Dick Wood has the coolest porn star name ever, dude. Dick Wood.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You
I've
should do
been
weed
blessed.
beer.
Shit, I'm already on the OnlyFans page waiting.
Yep. I know. That might be my issue. Is I
I mean,
never
if I had
show
a
up.
porn star name, it would be Randy Magnum. But Dick Wood is a cool name, man.
Mm,
Well,
yeah.
hey man, if you slip into his DMs, he'll send you some feet pics.
No, I'm cool, man. I'm cool
Mike,
with that.
you selling my shit? Damn. Love you, brother.
Yeah, it's funny. I was thinking earlier if we did like our own comedy version of a live Kill Tony show, we'd have to call it Blow Rick, Dave, and Ariel.
Oh, that'd be great. That's funny. That's what my husband's watching.
In all of us in a row, like a
Blow Rick
circus
and Dave.
seal.
Damn.
Circus.
All right, Renee could watch, but he's got to pay full price.
Sorry, Riri, no discounts.
Yeah.
Got a feeling Jeff would participate.
It's all right.
He'll record.
I prefer the voyeurism aspect of it.
He's a spectator.
Good man. So, where did the Mocos Locos sound come from? Who inspires y'all?
For me, it's all things punk rock.
Go for
it. Hardcore, in your face, relentless. Dude.
Yeah, we were talking about the new generation. Y'all want to inspire the new ones. Are there any newer punk bands that y'all really dig?
That's a really good
I try to
question.
keep it old school. But yeah, I mean, I see a lot of people in general nowadays, a lot of the newer generation, younger and all that, they seem to be more open-minded to a lot of more styles of music altogether. They're not just like, oh, well, I just like rap or I just like rock. Like, they just kind of like everything. And they're really open and hearing it. And because I've shown people, some of the songs and stuff, and I was very surprised about it all, like how much they like it. And it's people you wouldn't expect when you see them. It's like, oh, this guy likes this music. It's like, yeah, so it's nice. But I feel a lot of those barriers are gone from the past as far as like people put themselves in boxes of styles.
Yeah.
They're more open to, I guess.
Definite.
They're more open to just trying new different things without any judgment, I guess, or ridicule.
I think that's good because I feel like some people are very multifaceted and have various interests.
Yes.
Unless you're in a band with like a strict sound, I think if you're a solo artist or even people who like to listen to music in general, if you're solo, then you could honestly do whatever you want and not even fit into a category because you're a solo artist, right? Like you're gonna do you. But I think eventually people will try to fall into a sound so that it places them into shows and whatnot to perform. But I do see more and more people dabbling in different genres, which is pretty cool.
Agreed.
That's pretty cool.
Right.
Now, I think Beyonce should have stayed out of country.
Okay, so
that's just personal
forgive me, Father, for I have.
Who was that?
Chuck.
Yeah, what was that? Bong break.
That was so
He's like, why am I not getting in on this?
Every time I pop open a cold one, I always say, "Forgive me, Father, for I have," and then it's just a thing I do. I find it amusing.
You're
Well,
amazing.
we
A
love the
long time
things that
ago,
you
I
find
was at this
amusing,
road trip
brother,
in Mexico.
especially our
Very
podcast.
good.
No other local artist has screamed from their top of their lungs, blow your brains out, more than you.
I've got to be a close second because I did it a minute ago.
You did. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Can we send that man a koozie?
Coming
That's
right
rock
up.
and roll.
You got blow your brains out koozies? I want one.
Me too.
I was gonna say me three.
Yeah.
I would be cool. I would rock that out. Put it in my vest when I go do a gig or
we
something.
definitely need to up our merch game. It's on the list of things to do right after we get TiVo.
Priorities.
Yeah, join me on OnlyFans.
Hey, can I ask a question?
You can be my only fan.
Can I ask a question?
Did you put your hand up?
Yes, please,
Hey,
Renee.
so
Ask your question.
I wanted to ask Mocos Locos.
So,
like, when you guys jam out, dude, what is your favorite song to like? Just that'll really like when you're playing it in the set. Which song do you all play that just gets your juices going, man?
that one that we just played right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Slow you down.
Hey,
That one, or we have a new song
that was a
we
groovy
just
song, man.
worked up. So,
Yeah, I'd say it sounds better live. Because you just get to feel that energy. And, you know, it's cool because you already know, like, you just build off the crowd. You feed each other. So it's good. It's real fun.
What's your next gig, gents?
Well, we're waiting. You want to play a gig or what?
The answer should always be yes.
If you guys messages on our Facebook, we'll definitely try to put a show together, man. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
it'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, just put us on the bill. It don't matter. We're ready, man.
Hey, Rick, we got Blanket of M backstage.
Hey, nobody has been playing more shows than Hedonistic Punk Vatos. I'm proud of you punk motherfuckers getting out there and playing all over Dallas, Fort Worth, Denton, every weekend almost.
Hell yeah.
Thanks,
That's
brother.
awesome.
Our bassist Matt is credited with that. He's just tireless getting us gigs, and we've been writing a lot of new stuff. So I appreciate it, man. We're gonna keep it rolling.
I know you will, man.
For
That's
life,
what's up.
We're live.
Fuck yeah. Well, speaking of keeping it rolling, joining us on the panel, we got Blanket of M.
Well, hello.
Is it too late to revisit the 1860 porno? I'm still kind of hung up on that.
Nah, you can find it at your local library.
I fucking love it. I'm going to be looking it up.
We have a person in the chat from Berlin, Germany.
Let's try this again. Hey, Joey Corman, you have a lot of squeal on your microphone, brother.
Oh man, if it keeps acting up, I don't know. I'll just try something else.
Well, at least you're coming in loud and clear, so let's do this.
Okay, my technology's kind of poo-pooing me this evening. I don't know what's up.
You all right? Let's have fun.
Right on.
Good morning, King Ern.
Yeah, greetings from Germany. Hell yeah. All right, folks, moving right along. Blanket of M will be playing Macklemore's Ale House and Bistro on April 19th. April 19th, that's a good day. Everybody's playing shows that day.
Yeah, man, we've been to Macklemore's before. Knack used to be a really It's a college town. It used to be a really good town for shows, and then it kind of, it ebbs and flows, and it's kind of died off a bit. And they're trying to do everything they can to get it popping back off. The last show we played there was, it was well attended, had a lot of fun. Everybody was stoked, and so we're doing it again on the 19th to see how that goes. And I mean, hopefully we can get everything rolling in our area, man. It's hard to, which is weird. There's a lot of people over here, but to get anything consistently going, I feel bad. We go out of town a lot, and people are like, "Hey, man, can we come over and play your spot?" And like, we don't have a spot. If we did, sure, 100%. I would love to bring people here, but I don't want to bring them here just to play for the sound guy and the bartender or whatever. That's if there was even a spot to do that,
Yeah.
So it's rough. I hate it because we can't return the favor. We travel a lot. And, hey, man, we really want to come to your area. And I really want you to come to our area. It's just I can't do anything for you. And I feel bad about it. I really do, because it used to be a really hot area. But ebbs and flows, and it's in a serious ebb right now. So, yeah.
Well, luckily, y'all are currently in good company because just like everybody else on the panel, y'all played with the 2 Watts recently. With y'all played at the Armory last weekend with the 2 Watts. So that's awesome, man. The 2 Watts are good people.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're such sweethearts. They're like the band. I love the band. I like their music, but as people, they're such sweethearts, and they're supportive. And I was ribbing them.
Yeah.
I was ribbing them Saturday because they were the headliners, and yet they were hanging out, dancing, having a good time. And I was ribbing them from the stage. I was like, "Hey, you guys are the headliners. Shouldn't you be somewhere hiding? Why are you in here supporting the support bands? I can't believe this." But yeah, they're great people.
100% agree. The Twats rock.
What you
We're
think of
playing with
that
them
tiny
Saturday.
stage at the Armory, man?
Oh yeah, it's little bitty. Luckily, we have itty bitty equipment, but it's pretty small. I mean, if somebody came in with monster equipment, they would most likely just have to use the stage as a riser and play on the floor or something. But we're with them Saturday in Arlington as well. I think. Am I wrong? Man, I swear, I think we're playing with them Saturday in Arlington. I believe. I think it's responsible.
Man, y'all are busy.
What's that?
Saturday, April the 12th. I got you covered right here. I'm on your Facebook page.
Okay, right on.
So there's the flyer right there.
Are they on that show? They are on that show, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Okay, good. I was making sure I wasn't lying to everyone.
At the Sunshine Bar. It's a punk rock show for sure.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It'll be a lot of fun.
2 Watts, Ex-Regress are on that show.
Hell yeah.
Rob and I
shows y'all got booked. It's
bars right next to you.
It's easy to get lost, man.
Yeah, we have to pretty much every time you see us, we're going to be at least 2 or 3 hours away from our house again. Like I said, there's really nowhere to do anything over here. So pretty much every show we do is a road show, and the Dallas, Arlington shows are like short trips for us. So we're happy to go there. We have, we generally are not big fans of going into Deep Ellum on the weekend because of all of the road closures and all that good stuff. But, other than that, I mean, Dallas, Fort Worth has always been a short trip for us. And even when I worked in the professional wrestling business, that was as close to being home as we ever were, was Dallas, Fort Worth. So, and there's so many great bands in DFW too, and good people that are just supportive and want to hang out and play and, have a good time, dude. So, and it's always been like that. So, we have a good time going to DFW, and but we also are try to go out as much as we can and get further and further away from the house. It's just we make 7 and 8 and 9 hour drives, and I'm not young anymore, so it's pretty brutal to sit in a van for 18 hours round trip because we usually drive in and then drive back. We drive out and drive back because we try to save as much money as we can. And, so we'll do a 7-hour drive to Ocean Springs, Mississippi, play, and then turn around and drive back to Texas.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Yeah, and I'm straight edge, so I have no help. I just have to,
that's tough.
Be tired. Yeah. I have no help. There's no way to help myself. I just have to. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Y'all have definitely been busy, especially this year. Y'all recently played Bears in Shreveport. How did that show go?
Dude, Bears rules. Shreveport, Bears kind of has a built-in crowd, and Shreveport it's always been a late town, so things really start rolling. People start rolling in 10:30, and then but again, they have a regular crowd at Bears, and I've seen some great bands at Bears, man. Anything from the locals over there to people like I Hate God coming through, and Crowbar and Anti-Scene, and so I've seen great bands there. So I love playing the spot. It sounds good. The sound guy rules. The staff is cool, and they treat you well. It's not even if you're I'm not saying this to be negative, but a local band, they don't just treat you like you're just some local band and they're like, yeah, you're just background noise while somebody's trying to order alcohol. They, they'll treat you with respect, whether you're the, local band playing your third show or all the way up to like Crowbar or somebody. They treat everybody the same. And it's a great, I love it over there. And we would play there more often, but they stay booked up a lot because it's a hot spot. Bands know about it. They want to play there. So I'm guessing, the Nationals booking agents are calling, and they have some built-in people over there that get, they get preference or whatever, which it is what it is. I'm not tripping on that. But, so that you got to get in where you fit in sometimes over there. But it's a really cool place and really nice staff, and I can't say anything negative about it.
Speaking of get in and fitting in, I got Blanket of M in the chats here for everybody to click on and go check out their YouTube channel. Go ahead, Ariel.
Oh, I was just saying, it looks like they have good food too.
Oh yeah, dude. We got the drummer got a burger. Like I always pack food because again I'm terminally broke. I have a 7-year-old, so I generally pack food. But he got a burger one night up there, and it was some of the best shit I've ever had in my life. And I think we get half off or something, so it was like $7. So it was really nothing to start crying about. It's just I had packed food, and he was like, "Man, you got to try this." And yeah, it was delicious. They got a lot of good
stuff. What's the name of the venue again?
Bears.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And it's been there for a while. It's been running consistently. A few different owners over the years, but it's a really cool spot. It's stayed consistently, it's stayed consistently nice to the bands and a cool atmosphere.
Fuck yeah. How do they spell bear?
And looks like
just like a bear, just like the animal.
Just like a bear.
Help the bands out by giving them like, hey, half off on food and a beer or two.
Yeah, I don't drink. I don't drink either. So one of my scams was always, I don't know if they give them there because I usually get cut off by our drunken bass player. But usually I used to go around and try to peddle the beer tokens. You know what I mean? Like they would give me a beer token. I was like, hey man, how much is a beer here? And people, oh, it's $2.50. And I was like, I'll sell you this for $2. So I just go around trying to peddle the token. And they gave us these tickets last time, and I'm thinking, hey, I'm gonna go peddle these. And they're like, nah, dude, that's half off for food. I was like, oh shit. All right, that's cool.
Wow.
But people at the bar, man, they're trying to get drunk cheap, right? So it's hard to sell it's hard to peddle off my food ticket. But the beer tokens, man, those are like hotcakes.
Well, I hope everybody out there on the chats is saving up your tickets because pre-orders have gone up for the new EP, which is a follow-up to the 2023 album Feral Fever Dreams. You can pre-order at hfyrecords.com. How was the last album treating you?
Man, we released we released Feral Fever Dreams on a record label called Flotsam Farm Records out of Missouri. And it's an indie label, it's just ran by a couple, but it rules. They did they screen printed our covers. It was it was a lot of work that went into it for them, but they absorbed the work and they absorbed a lot of the cost for us. And they're great people. I recommend their spot. It's called Flotsam Farm. It's in Sycamore, Missouri. They run shows. They do all kinds of cool community events. The place rules. It's one of the best spots that we've ever found. And I found it by accident, essentially. And it was, their website was weird. It was just like some farming and some yoga and some other stuff. And we thought it was not going to be a very good show or a very good turnout. It was great, and we've returned there to play several times, 6 to 8 times maybe. They rule, and they put out the record for us. It did great for them. I mean, they sold tons of copies of it, which ruled. And we moved tons of copies on the table, you know. And we have no way to like really do, you know, like the, you know, the big time pro sound scan and all. We have no idea, man. But we moved several copies of it. We were happy that people were just interested in hearing it, and so that went well for us. And through all of the traveling, we met a guy named Bob LeVay who lives in Texarkana, who has a label. He has a label called Hey Fuck You Records. And he wanted to release a live record by us. So he released the live record.
Sounds like my
that
kind of
went
record.
well. And then now he put this one out for us. So we've been fortunate. We found some nice people that have actually, you know, been supportive and wanted to work with us. And, you know, just good people that want to help out and like the band, obviously, because they're taking a gamble. They're spending their own money on us. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, we've been fortunate. But the band, you know, dude, I started this band way back in 2006. All right. I don't want you to think I've been consistently doing this, because during that time I would have problems with the rhythm section. So I would go back to pro wrestling because I could do that by myself. I also played in other bands during that time. So I did a 3-year stint with a band with my ex-girlfriend. We traveled, toured, put out stuff. I played drums in a doom band for a couple years. I moved to Missouri for 4 years. There was no way that I was going to try to form a band when I got to Missouri. You know, so there's been a lot of downtime for this band. And in the last 2.5, 3 years, we've been working harder than we ever did, trying to make up for lost time, so to speak. The last 3 years, we've played more shows in the last 3 years than the prior, you know, 16 years that the band existed. So when I tell people that, like, I wish we would have been a consistent
You guys have
band.
a website where you sell your jams?
What's that?
That's what I wanted to ask, is how are you distributing
Do
your
y'all have a
music?
website where you sell your jams at?
Hey, fuck you records.
Yeah, Hey Fuck You Records. They have a legit.com, and they sell everything through there. And then, of course, I mean, most of the physical product you get from us, you just get from the table. And
is it a CD or is it a thumb drive or?
No, we have physical CDs. He put it out on CD and cassette.
Oh wow!
So he has physical copies of the cassette. We have physical copies of the cassette.
That's cool.
So that's a fucking trip.
Look, I want a cassette, man.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Bob's the man, dude, because he took a risk on us. He saw us play with Cancer Slug, which I'm a huge Cancer Slug fan, but he saw us play with Cancer Slug. He had never heard of us before. And after we played the set, he approached us and he said, "Hey, I got a record label. You know, I'd be interested in working with you guys." And we're not the type of dudes to just be like, "Oh, well," I mean, we're willing to work with pretty much anybody because we want to get this stuff out to as many people as we can. And if you're willing to help do that, I mean, we're all over it. Yeah, it would be great if you got some kind of quarterly royalty check or whatever. That'd be tremendous. But in actuality, at this point in my life, I would have quit by now if I was waiting on quarterly royalty checks, you know? So we just want the people to know that we exist, and we like to make music and make friends. So the more output we have and the more shows we do and the more traveling we do, that's we're accomplishing our goal.
Yeah, if you're in it to just make money, you should do something else. This has got to be a labor of love. The money will come if it comes, but it's got to be a labor of love, man. That's the only way you can do art.
That's it. I mean, all of us started playing an instrument, probably not thinking we were going to get rich playing said instrument.
No, for sure. For sure.
I love how he was describing the Flotsam record label, talking about yoga and punk rock. That's an untapped resource right there, people. Punk rock yoga. That could be a buzz there.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, why not? Why
They
not?
do rock and roll workout session, so might as well.
I mean, okay, so we weren't very known in Missouri, and we had booked a tour, and the reason why I booked a tour in Missouri is because it coincided with my son spending time with his mother, who lived in Missouri. So finding Flotsam Farm again was essentially an accident. And when I showed the itinerary to our drummer, he was looking up their website and all that. He's like, "Dude, this is like some weird yoga studio, and they got like sweet potatoes and shit. Where the hell are you taking us?" I was like, "I don't know, dude. It's a Thursday night. Nobody will book us. They ain't never heard of us. It's like, these people are giving us a show. Let's go check it out." And it became one of the best freaking spots we ever played. I recommend it to every band we play with that's out on the road. They're like, where should we go play? I'm like, well, if you want to go have a great time and be treated well, you should check out Flotsam Farm in Sycamore, Missouri. Eric and Amelia are great people, and they,
I got their website here.
Yeah, I mean, you can find them on Facebook. You can find them wherever, but Eric and Amelia are the people who own the spot, and they're great people. They have a band together called Creek Stink, which they rule. Eric's probably got 5 or 6 bands going at any one time, but he does huge shows. Sometimes he'll do 3-day shows. Last week, or a couple weeks ago, they do a thing called the 24-hour Rockathon, and that was on the 22nd of March. So Blanket, we actually kicked off the 24-hour Rockathon at noon, and then we drove to Jonesboro, Arkansas, and we played a 4 o'clock show, and then we drove to Little Rock and played a 7 o'clock show, and then we drove back to Texas.
Oh my god!
Wow,
yeah. I will
that's
die.
awesome.
So yeah,
somebody will die.
It was brutal. It was brutal, but it was rad because we pulled it off, and at the end of it, we were on our way home, and I said, if Shreveport was still like it used to be, we could probably dip into Shreveport right now and set up and play somewhere. So we were talking about trying to do the 4th show.
Damn.
Yeah, but I think we have problems, to be honest with you.
I would have killed one of my band members in that, like, those hours time span.
Yeah, the drives were the worst part because we went from Sycamore, Missouri, and a couple weeks ago, or the week prior to us being there had been all these crazy ass tornadoes that blew through there. So while we were driving through rural Arkansas, we were having to deal with stuff was closed, and we were trying, and the roads there are not straight. They're not flat. They're not straight. So you may see where you're going, but you dip and you go around the corner, and then you drop down and you go over here. So it takes forever to drive 80 miles. Here, 80 miles. Oh, we'll be there in an hour, bro. But there, it's like 2 hours to go 80 miles, right? So we drove all the way over towards Jonesboro from Sycamore, and that was, I don't know, 2.5, almost 3 hour drive because of the bullshit, because of the road closures and the guys hauling hay and whatever goes on rural roads. And then luckily we had a main road to haul ass to Little Rock, but that was still a 2 hour trip. So, I mean, the trips weren't short. They were short for Texas standards. I mean, come on, dude. Texas 2 hours is nothing, right? So, but yeah, I mean, it was worth it. We hung out with a lot of cool people. We saw some great bands, and yeah, it was good times. I recommend going and playing like rural spots a lot more often than major cities because you're competing with 1,000 other events. It's like when we go to Austin. I don't really like going to Austin. I'm nothing against Austin, but there's 900 shows going on. People have heard of 890 of the bands.
Okay.
And that's just the way it is. And I'm not tripping on that. I get it.
I love hearing your viewpoint. Yeah, thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, I'm not tripping on that. I'm just saying, if you're in Ass Flats, Kentucky, you're probably the only thing going on that night in Ass Flats, Kentucky.
Yeah, that's what Dave Jarvis has always said.
Yeah. And I mean, and those people are I'm not saying the people in Dallas or Houston or Austin or Chicago or whatever, I'm not saying they don't appreciate it. But the people in Ass Flats, Kentucky appreciate that you purposely came to their town to, like, give. Like when I was in a professional wrestling business, we would go to these small ass towns with a population of 130 people and draw 900 people because it would bring the people from all the surrounding areas because there's nothing to do. It's the same reason why the circus used to hit the little towns back in the day. There's nothing to do. And they really appreciate some entertainment and people coming to their town.
You guys should check out the Hop Shop in Harlingen. For sure.
What's it
you
called?
You guys should check out the Hop Shop in Harlingen, Texas. It's called the Hop Shop in Harlingen, Texas. They call it Hellingen, but those guys are rad, man. And they're over there. Like I'm from there. I grew up there, and I mean, let me put it to you this way: all the music we got was somebody bringing it from like North Texas down there when I was growing up. And even now, there's no radio over there. I mean, now we got the internet and stuff. But I mean, you go over there and people are starving for metal, man. So whenever like those big bands would go down to Browntown, Texas, I mean, it would just get sold out. And so we did a show a couple years ago in Harlingen at the Hop Shop. And man, dude, we drew in this huge crowd. Then we made our way through those small ones. We made our way to Eagle Pass. Big party in Eagle Pass, Texas, and we made our way over to what is that? Where that base is at? Shit, it eludes me right now. But on the way back here, so yeah, I definitely see what you're saying, man. But check out the Hop Shop, dude. They're badass, dude. They love punk music. They're always starving for some new bands coming out there, dude. I mean, I would definitely reach out to those guys. It's a great little bar, dude, and they're fucking cool as fuck. Like they treated us so well there, man. I mean, it was awesome. Definitely try them out, man.
I'm gonna make sure I look it up because these again, those are the places we like to hit, man.
Hey, bro, it's on the screen right now. That's them, the Hop Shop. And I'm going to make this easy on you and every other band listening right now. I'm going to share the link in the chat.
Okay, right on. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, those honestly, like,
and they got there's this guy now, he's not affiliated with them, but yeah, he has a YouTube channel where he just puts, like, he records bands and he puts them up, like live shows. And I mean, dude, they're cool. It's just like, they're all varieties, but it's mostly like punk and metal and stuff like that.
See, the thing that what I was saying about that town Sycamore, it's outside of West Plains. West Plains would be the big city over there in Missouri, which is not a big city, but West Plains has about 4 or 5 different venues to play in this little bitty Missouri town. And I live over here in Tyler, where we have Tyler, Longview, Lindale, Gilmer, Gladewater, all the way down to Jacksonville. We got a ton of people in this area. And
the Hangar Bar and Grill.
The Hangar is in is that in Greenville? Yeah. And we played there not too long ago and it was rad. And that's the thing, Greenville is not a big town. We got a lot of people in this area, man, that would love to have a consistent spot, I think, for shows. We also, by this point, have to be big enough to support a mid-size arena. But there's no kind of movement towards anything like that either. So it's kind of weird that there's so many people over here. And we did have a promoter here that was doing bigger metal shows, but the problem was he kept dicking around the locals to finally they smartened up and they stopped partaking in his, his skeevy ass promotions or whatnot. But I never worked with the guy directly. So again, I'm just going off of hearsay, but I'm going off of hearsay for a few years now and 20 different bands. So I'm starting to lean towards the fact that he's kind of skeevy and, but nonetheless, it's sad because I live here and I think about that all the time. When I was a kid, we had big shows here, man. We booked everybody from At the Drive-In to Jimmy Eat World to Hatebreed to Alkaline Trio. I played with those bands here in Tyler. When Victory Records was huge in the 90s, everybody was here. Earth Crisis and Bloodlead and Snapcase and 108. I know this is ancient history, but still these bands, Alkaline Trio, Total Chaos, they're still relevant bands to what we do, and we played with those guys here in Tyler, at little armories and VFWs and things like that. So, you know, as a person who was here when things like that were going down, to see it go so far off the cliff where there's nothing, it's pretty, you know, it's kind of sad.
Well, I know y'all also have a show coming up in May at the 101 in Bryan, Texas. Is that also another rural venue?
Well, Bryan is actually, that's where we're kicking off our tour. So Bryan is not necessarily a small town, because, you know, College Station, Bryan, that whole area, they're all intertwined. And we've played there before, and it went pretty well. The venue, the 101, is great. They're nice people. So we decided, you know, we wanted to do a couple close shows to kick the tour off, because obviously, you know, we're going to try to hopefully net a little bit of something to put in the gas tank to kick the tour off, right? So instead of venturing, like usually when we set off on tour, our first show is like 8 hours away or something ridiculous. So this year we're not doing it. We're going to Bryan first, then we're going to Lafayette, Louisiana, and then then we'll start venturing farther away from home. So Bryan, the 101, is another place that I recommend people try to check out. Nice people run it. It's a good venue. There's some bands down there because of the college, you know. So if you get in touch with them directly, they can generally help you set the bill up. Or, I mean, you could probably offer them a bill, but you know, you probably need some folks from the area to. I'm sure people there just go out to shows for the hell of it, but I wouldn't bank on that these days, because again, there's so many options. There's 20 bands playing, and you've heard of 18 of them. There's probably some kind of games going on that people are into, and some sporting event or whatever. And so yeah, we're gonna kick off there, and then we're gonna head south from there. But yeah, 101's a cool place. So you guys might want to check it out.
Writing it down now.
Yes. Hey Rick, do we have any Blanket of M music all queued up and ready to blast in our friends' faces?
I definitely like to check some of that out.
We have our moment.
Oh, did I lose Rick? Oh,
maybe, or maybe he's thinking about it.
maybe. Okay, well, while he's thinking about it, remember everybody pre-order the new Blanket of M album on hfyrecords.com.
Thank you.
And I'm guessing
repeat that.
Absolutely, and I'm guessing you can hfyrecords.com.
HFY, like it's like HFY. Hey, fuck yourself. HFY.
Oh yeah, man! I
is
just think
the
that's awesome.
The links have been posted in the chat.
Album on there as well.
Posted in the chat.
Awesome.
Badass. Thank you, sir.
Cool. I always try to find music from like local bands and shit like that, man, for sure.
Me too. That's one of my favorite things to do. I mean, even when we've been out on the road, if there's a band that, you know, I'm not necessarily sure whether I 100% dig them, sometimes I'll just snag the CD, and that way I can bring it home and hear it in a controlled environment. You know, maybe little nuances that you miss when the damn stage is feeding back or whatever. So I've done that a lot.
Yeah, man, it's like free concerts. You're playing with them, and then you get to check them out, and then I mean, it's pretty cool.
Plus, they appreciate the $10. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they're trying to get rich on you. They appreciate the fact that you handed them $10, and they're going to help them make it to the next town or whatever.
For real.
Fuck yeah, I could go for $10.
I have discovered the Blanket of M YouTube channel. So we are subscribed and ready to pick a song.
Pick a song.
Yeah.
Cross my heart, gut your mind.
Cross your heart. It's up to you. You call it. Y'all are in charge. I'm just along for the ride.
They cannot mask the shame of the public meltdown, the train wreck parade. Protect deception for the whole world to see.
That's a rad album cover, man.
I remember loving you for breaking me. From my heart and I hope to die. Your blue black soul in my blood red eye. You're the hardest easy thing that I've ever done. Blood red eye, you're the hardest easy thing that I've ever done. From my heart and I hope to die.
Shit, yeah.
Hope to die.
Blow your
Hell
fucking
yeah.
brains out.
Badass shit right there.
Nice. I like it.
That's the spirit. Man. Very cool, man. Very cool. All right. So we're getting near to the concert calendar. So I was just wondering, start with you, Joey, and then we'll work our way down the panel. I like to usually end these interviews with an existential question. So let me just ask, Joey Corman, how would you like to be remembered?
How would I like to be remembered? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, man. What the... You know, okay. This used to be really important to me, right? No, I'm not trying to go into a big, long-winded tirade here, but
you're all good. Let it all out.
Honestly, that used to be really important.
Let it out, man.
I was worried about how, you know, like I was just going to disappear one day and then that was going to be it, right? You know, I was like, okay, I got this short little window and I got to like make my mark, and then, you know, I'm going to leave my legacy and bada boom, bada bing, right? That was how I felt when I was younger. Now that I'm older, I don't know that I care as much anymore about how I'm remembered overall, other than by the people that actually know me. So, you know, where a lot of us, since we're all performers and we're in what we're doing, this art and whatnot, we're looking for a lot of validation from people that we don't really know and never will, especially as you get bigger. So there's a lot of folks that don't know you, but they know who you are, and you know they got this idea of who you are or whatnot. So I think as time has went on, really my only concern is that the people who really know me remember me in a positive way, whether it be that I helped inspire them to do something, I showed them there was an alternative way to do things, stuff like that, you know. And as I have 2 children, so that became more important to me because I played Joey rock and roll star running all over the country and neglecting things that I shouldn't have. So now I'm at a point where I'm hoping that what I'm leaving behind is for the people, the real people that really know me, and that I'm leaving some sort of positivity, whether it be that, you know, that, again, I inspired somebody to do something. I showed them there was another way to do something, or that, you know, hey, Pops actually showed up for the soccer game. As lame as that sounds, because that's not very punk rock or nihilistic or, you know, smash the system. But you know, and I'm not
That
trying to
is
be a
very
smart
punk
ass.
rock, bro.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be a smart ass. I think one of the most punk rock things that we could do is stick around long as you can to annoy as many people as you can in a way.
Yeah.
Because checking out early really is kind of, you know,
But-
okay, cool. You got X amount of time and now you're gone. And then people generally move on, you know? So I kind of hope that the people that know me for real have some sort of positive interaction with me that sticks with me, no matter how small it is. Because I've been a dick before. And so I'm hoping that over time that I've been able to right some of that shit. So hopefully that's not too sappy or too lame.
Well,
you know.
Not at
Love
all.
it.
You have not been a dick to
Pretty
us, and
righteous,
we
man.
really appreciate that.
Right on.
Los Mocos Locos, how would y'all like to be remembered?
All right.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I like to be remembered by my family mostly, just like Mr. Joey said, because yeah, as you age, you tend to want to lean towards your legacy, more towards your family and what they remember you. But I mean, as far as anybody that likes to listen to our music, I mean, if it gets them out of a hard time and gets them through some stuff, I'm happy with that.
I love that.
That's what's up.
Oh yeah.
Is Mr. Wood still with us?
Yeah, he's
You
Woody
bet
on
I
it.
am.
Very cool.
Absolutely.
All right. How would you like to be remembered, sir?
Just by the name Dickwood.
Oh, here we go.
I'm satisfied with that.
Very to the point.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what's good for the goose, good for the gander. All right, let's just make it happen.
Oh yeah. Well, I hope that we were able to bring together some of the 5 families of punk rock here in North Texas, and hopefully we can carve up the DFW just a little bit finer amongst all of us and really annoy the shit out of the rest of them. So thank y'all very much for joining us. Y'all don't have to leave if y'all don't want to, but we are about to tell the people what is going on around the Metroplex coming up next.
Wait. I got
What's up, Ray?
Get your ass out and have some fucking fun in Arlington, Texas this weekend.
This Saturday, April 12th.
Yeah. Wait. I gotta say
Real
something.
punk rock show.
I gotta say something.
What do you
really
got to
quick.
say, Ray? Yeah.
Really quick. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
He's cracking open a newbie.
Love you, Ray Ray.
You are forgiven,
That's right,
my
gentlemen. That's right. You know, I was just thinking what he was saying, and he's talking about being good and all that. And what came to mind when he was talking, I was like, "This is a cool dude, man. That's punk rock. He wants to be there for his kids and all that." And it just brought me back to an Outlaw Josie Wales, where he's like, you know, he's remembering this kid that died, and he goes, he was a good kid from a good family. I rode with him. I got no complaints. And that's really all you can think of, you know. It's like, you want to be remembered for something? A la Josie Wales, man. He knew what he was talking about. That was righteous. It just I heard that and I'm like, you're right, man. Just
You're
That's
right.
badass. That's badass. I just watched the High Plains Deserter just the other day. That is a super cool movie, dude.
High Plains Drifter.
High Plains Drifter. Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah. I couldn't remember that third word. But yeah, that's one of the craziest movies ever, dude. He just walks into town and has his way.
Yep. He was a ghost.
Well.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the weekly concert calendar. That was awesome. I just wanted to throw that last 2 cents because it just stuck with me, and I just had to say. And plus, also, salutations to everybody. Thank you for having me on tonight. And
love you, Ray.
Please continue, gents. And
love you, Ray.
Well, you can catch Ray with his band Hedonistic Punk Vato Saturday, April 19th at Dead Dog Barn with our favorite Iron Man,